Hello YouTube, Sam here from youtube.com/onlivegamer for the new Boston, and in this tutorial we're going to be talking about open file dialogues. Now, open file dialogues are used to, of course, open files, and they are built into Visual Basic, so you do not have to create your own form for it, and you can just add an object of it to your program and use it whenever you need to. So we'll create a new project. We will select Windows Forms application, and we will call it Open Files. Go ahead and click OK and wait for that to load. And once it's done loading, we'll go ahead and shrink this a little bit. And we need to add three things. We need to add a button. We will set the text to open. And we will set the name of it to button open. And we'll add a label. So here is our label, and we will set the name to label file, and we'll go ahead and set the initial text value to no file selected. Okay, so now we need to come back in our toolbox. We'll minimize out of common controls, containers, menus and toolbars, data, components, and now we need to come down here. Let me just get some of these out of the way. We need to use dialogues. Now select an open file dialog. You do not have to drag this onto your form. You can just go ahead and double click on that, and it adds an object of it to your form, to your project, I mean. So let's double click on open, and let's go ahead and zoom in here. So what we want to do when they click open is type OpenFileDialog1 dot show dialog. So this is going to show a dialog that will allow them to select a file. Now what we want to do is we want to set the label to whatever the name of that file is. So label file.txt is going to be equal to OpenFileDialog or OpenFileDialog1 dot file name. So let's go ahead and run this. You can see here we got our form 1, and when we click open, it opens a file open file dialog for us. So let's go ahead and navigate here, and let's select backtrack 5. So we'll go ahead and open that. Sorry, that was out of frame there. But we'll select backtrack 5, which is a Linux distribution. We'll click OK, we'll click open, and you can see that it gets the full path of our file. Now we can open another one. Let's go to development, C# projects, science calculator, and we'll select the solution file. And you can see that it's going to give us the entire path of that file. So we can use this path later on to open the file, or maybe read text from it, or whatever else we need to do. Now what we can also do is change some properties and values of our open file dialog before it is shown. So we'll just type OpenFileDialog1 dot title, and we can set it to whatever we want. So I can even set it to OnLiveGamer. So let's go ahead and run this and see what kind of results we get. It says no file selected, so we'll go ahead and just open one. And you can see here that the title says OnLiveGamer. Now you can change the title to whatever you want, and it will also change the icon to whatever your program's default icon is. And so we'll just select something here, click open, and you can see that it gives us the path of that file. So we'll go ahead and close out of that. So practice a little bit with open file dialogs. Later on we're going to be learning more about save file dialogs, folder browser dialogs, font dialogs, print dialogs. There's a whole bunch of stuff built into Visual Basic that makes it easy for you to open files, print stuff, whatever you need to do without having to waste time coding for that, and you can focus on what your program is really supposed to do. So like I said, practice this a little bit, change some attributes of your open file dialog. Then once you've got that down, go ahead and move on to the next tutorial.